Did you see the mistake there? Squatting too deep. Let's go ahead and fix that. Squatting that deep is not for everybody. If you're a powerlifter or an everyday gym goer, you don't need to squat that deep. On the other hand, if you're an Olympic lifter, you do need to squat that deep, so keep practicing it. However, the reason most people don't need to squat that deep is that either one, they have hips that are not built to squat that deep safely and they're risking injury, or two, you're bouncing off your calves, you're losing your tightness, and that's going to cause you to miss a lift. Let's take a look at 4 strategies you can implement to stop squatting too deep and improve your squat today. One of the easiest ways you can stop squatting too deep is by simply stop squatting that low. And we can do this in 2 different ways, either with a box or a bench or a band. Now the goal with these 2 external cues is to retrain your brain to know where parallel is so you stop going past it. So we're going to start with a box or a bench because it's a firm surface. If the box is not the right size for you, which it's probably not, you can stack some plates on top to get it where you need to be. The advantage with this box is that you physically can't go past it. That box should be stronger than you plus the weight and will not break under that. In order to do this correctly, you just want to tap the box and go. We don't want to make this into a box squat because a box squat is different from a normal back squat. And that is one disadvantage, that you can become reliant on the box. So in order to progress this, let's move to a band. In order to set this up, I'll do an air squat, check where I am, and put the band on there. Give it a couple go arounds, you might find you need to move it up or down, but with the band, it's super easy to do that. The band has a soft feedback compared to the box. What this means, you can squat through it and it's not going to stop you. Hopefully after doing box squat for a while, you got a feel for where you need to be, so you shouldn't see as deep of a squat with this. This will also give you a fantastic visual feedback, because if you video your squat, you can see how far down that band actually bends, and that's telling you you're going too far. Now the disadvantage with this, the farther we go into that band, the more it's going to bounce us up. So again, we just want to tap it, not go through it. One other disadvantage, not every rack is built for this. If you're on a competition squat rack or your safety bars don't go low enough, you may not be able to put the band exactly where you need it to be. Once you're able to routinely just tap the box or the band, now we need to change our mindset, because obviously on the platform, you won't have a box or a band to help save you. So we need to change our mindset from tapping it to not even touching it. And what you're going to do here is now lower that box or band an inch or so. That's an external feedback saying that you went too deep. Lowering your feedback will allow you to practice depth, but have a safety net just in case. So unlike the box or the band, one thing that you can almost always have with you is your phone or a friend. Recording your lifts allows you to slow down your video and see exactly how far you went down. You can even use the editing lines in your phone in order to draw the hip crease in the top of the knee. I really like videoing it because if you're going too deep, you're going to see that very clearly. But if you're just teetering on, is this depth or not, you can slow down the video, pause it, and see exactly where you are. Recording your squats are great to allow you to see set to set, how am I doing? Now, if you have somebody there with you, you can actually tell rep to rep, am I getting deep enough? If you're doing 3 sets of 8 and you're just recording it, that is twice you can make adjustments and see how it goes. But if you have somebody watching you, that's 21 adjustments you can make. And having someone watching you is very applicable to a meet, because in a meet, they're not recording to see if you went deep enough, it's all visual. Now the caveat is you need a friend who actually knows what they're doing and can tell if you're going to depth or not. If you combine recording the video yourself and somebody watching you, you are totally covered. Most people fail either at the bottom of the squat or just coming out of it. So to build more confidence and more strength down there, let's spend more time at the bottom of the squat by doing a pause squat. Let's not overlook the mental aspects. That is just as important as the physical. If you go down to the bottom of the squat and you're anxious, you don't think you're going to get it, you're uncomfortable, you're probably going to miss it.
I can't do it.
But if you do pause squats and you spend rep after rep holding it down there, becoming more comfortable with that, you're going to feel a lot more confident on those heavy reps. If you have confidence on the way down and at the bottom of the squat, you are so much more likely to stand up on your own. The last thing to think about are your thoughts. We should always be mindful of what our body is doing. With squats, you can pay attention to your belt. At the bottom of the squat, do you feel it on your quads? Do you feel your glutes dumping underneath you? Are you bouncing off your calves or are you stopping at parallel? It is extremely powerful to pair mindfulness with recording your videos. Maybe change your foot positioning, try a different cue, and then see how that looks again. Keep adjusting until it looks how you want it to look. At the end of the day, what you feel should match what you see on camera. And if it's not, there's a disconnect and we need to address that. To make sure you hit depth each time, not too high, not too low, no hip or low back pain, make sure you have the right squat stance for your anatomy. Check out this video on screen and I'll see you on the next one.